All right, we have made it to a fresh hotel here in Connecticut, and it is officially Friday, March 20th, 2026. Maybe wondering why we're here in Connecticut. This is not for a client, but we are the clients in this case. We're doing the EOS Entrepreneurial Operating System training with our team. So we have two of our team members that flew in here to Connecticut. So we'll all be meeting up at our business coach's office tomorrow to be going over the biggest priorities for the next quarter. Now, I love EOS so much. We just got onto it a couple months back, and I definitely think I know we were in a much more chaotic state of the business just because like certain things that are now obvious once you have the system in place for them just weren't in place before, like proper meeting cadences and agendas, KPIs and a good way to track them, company initiatives, a good place to track them, company issues, a good place to track them. So like KPIs for me being like scripts reviewed on time, how many contracts got sent out for the week, KPI for social media manager, like how many clients are ahead by 7 days or more with post, KPIs for script writers being like scripts submitted on time, and then also scripts with no reviews. And then a proper like way to track that, a proper way to track the organizational chart, things like that, that are super helpful when you have them. And when you don't have them, things tend to just be a little more out of place than they should be, and a little more out of sync than they should be. So it's been a total game changer for us. But this is the first time that we've actually had our team in person with Dan, our business coach for EOS. So super stoked for that tomorrow. I have no idea why, but I'm not even really able to sleep, nor am I that tired. It's 11:12. We get no more than 5 hours of sleep the last week. We could check the last few videos we should have been running. And we just wrapped up work, so we basically filmed with client pretty much all day. Drove back, not pretty much all day. We finished at 2:30. Drove to Connecticut from New Jersey, which is about a 3-hour drive. Got here around 5-ish. So about 2.5 hour drive over here to Connecticut. Settled in, I took a sales call, and then the three of us all met up and went out to dinner. Went to this really cool place called Craft here in Danbury. It was awesome. And came back after dinner, just got some work done, formatted some scripts, sent them to clients. My script writer and I, we got 71 scripts out today and submitted to clients, which I think is awesome considering we've been on this trip right here, which obviously when we're traveling, things get a little bit less productive. So we ended up with over 100 videos for our clients in New Jersey. Really excited about the results from before on a brand new account from 70 followers to over 1,000. And this is the push I think that will really bring them to over 10K. They've been reporting lots of patients calling in from social media as well. So really stoked about how things have been going on that front. I'm building some really good relationships along the way. Really nothing much else to say other than doing the things, putting in the inputs and making shit happen, not leaving the inbox, not going to sleep until the inbox is empty was very helpful yesterday. So I wasn't drowning in a bunch of stuff. I've noticed that every time I leave a big inbox and messages that could get answered in 5 minutes, 5 minutes individually, if there's an entire inbox that can be answered in 5 minutes, I'd like to see it because it's certainly not mine. Anytime that there's messages that'll leave for the next day, it's not the actual messages that are a problem, it's the lingering thought of the fact that you have to answer some more things. So tomorrow, very excited, gonna be going over our, getting clear on how to track our KPIs is gonna be a big one because we've been doing it pretty well so far in the last couple weeks that we've been doing the KPI tracking since February 25th. We've been doing better every week. So getting the tools to be able to track that better, and then going over what our rocks are for the quarter, which will be really fun. So that's what we got on the agenda for tomorrow. That starts at 7 a.m. Because the girls are flying out 5:30 and 6 o'clock respectively out of Hartford, which is about an hour away. So we'll need to finish up by 3, and then I'm gonna be going home for a couple of days to go see my parents, which I'm super stoked about. So we've got, that's the agenda for tomorrow and what we went over today. I'm sure I'll have a pretty big report tomorrow as to what was learned at the EOS meeting, but nonetheless, cleared our inbox, got all the footage organized as well. That was one thing my post-production manager actually taught me. well, it's taught me that I should be getting taught on the interviews, and not the other way around, especially for big roles. But then also, do not leave much time at all in between a big shoot and when you organize the footage, because there've been a couple shoots where like I've gotten busy, which we're always busy, but I'd gotten busy and then didn't do as much organizing as I would have liked on set and the day of, and then you get there like a week later, you go sit down and organize it takes you way longer than it needs to. So that's one thing, make sure to do. And I've got it locked in over here. So my clothes are out for the morning. I'm gonna pack up just about everything. Probably get to sleep around 11:40 is my hypothesis, and then knock out, go to bed, sleep for a little bit, up at 5, shower, shave, pack, and then be ready to go at 6. So see you tomorrow.